Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Nerdcore Podcast. The podcast reviews movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 447, and it is your next review here for International Film Month as we look at Asghar Farhadi's Separation. As always, the show is being hosted by your nerdy Chicano, me, Raul. You already know how it goes. And next to me is my wonderful co host, Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Monday.
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 Yep. I had a good dinner. And Brad, did you have a good dinner?
I had chili cheese hot dogs, so not
Nice,
bad.
nice. Hey, not that bad. Wait, when she does separation, but we just married. Yeah. We'll get into that when it comes to this movie. Brad, when Brenda does chili cheese dogs, does she does she get the melted cheese from the pot, or like she just
No,
takes the
no, no,
shredded and puts it
no,
over
no,
the?
no, no. No, usually I'm the one who has to do it, and I have to do it like her way because she's weird, and we've always done it this way. So what we do, what she's had me do for years now, because as a man, for some reason, I just eat the hot dog like full on like this. No, this woman has to have it put into a bowl. So basically, I take the hot dog bun, I shred the hot dog bun,
Huh?
put cheese in it. Yeah, you shred the hot dog bun, put it in a bowl, put cheese in it, cut up hot dogs, put the chili on it, mix everything. And that's how she eats the chili cheese hot dogs. Some white people shit. That's how she likes to do it.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna take the weenie, right? You're just gonna
Yeah,
shred it up. So cut it all up.
yeah, cut it all
Put
like you
that
do
in.
for a mac and cheese. Like
Okay.
yeah, you
So you
cut it up.
put that into the cheese.
Yeah, so the way I do it is I'll usually start with the hot dog bun, and you just
Yeah.
shred the hot dog bun into like little pieces. And so you basically your bowl is basically half filled with bread by that point, and then you put cheese, shredded cheese in it. And then generally I'll either put the hot dogs, I'll probably put the hot dogs, and then I put the chili on top. That way it melts the cheese when you mix everything. And then you just
All
eat it with a
right.
fork.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on from that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very interesting when she told me to do it this way. I mean,
I think we're
you,
gonna have
you
a
spill
Brenda
a lot
appearance.
less on you, I guess, but
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a Brenda appearance on the live show this week. I'm really scratching my head. Uh, I'm really confused. I'm really confused. Just, no, Eden, we are live on Twitch.
I'm a big star.
Yep, big star. Um, yeah, that's the last I want to hear that. Brad, how are you doing today, bro?
Oh, Stacy got it. Yeah, like a chili dog pie instead of a Frito chili pie. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Instead of the Frito chips, you have like shredded hot dog bun.
Yeah. So you just eating the whole fucking bun in there, and bread and cheese and chili and weenie and
Yeah, this is forkfuls instead of just one bite at a time. It sounds weird, but it's a lot less cleanup. Because when you eating that hot dog
oh
with the
yeah.
chili on it, it's getting fucking everywhere. It's
Yeah.
just full on
Well, that's
like
part of
on
the
your hands.
fun. That's part of the fun.
I don't know. I don't know about that. After so many
You
shirts.
go,
Yeah.
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 Well, that's why I do it like this, and I have my plate. Not now.
And
it's
then
just-
then
oh,
you have to maneuver around the chili in your mouth.
yeah.
And so basically you have to unhinge your jaw like a snake.
The Mexican in me has like what's it called? Where like let's say there's still some bread left.
Here is the
I just
thing
cut
though.
off the bread and I'm like,
I
okay,
will
here's the
make
chili.
Brenda go. I will make Brenda go and get me Sonoran hot dogs,
Oh yeah.
which is like, and I didn't realize this, but it's like 2 hot dogs wrapped in bacon with pinto beans on, and fuck a bowl. I'll eat that shit like straight up.
Yeah.
Like my hands are all messy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
How was work today, man?
Not bad. I can't really complain. I didn't get any sleep last night for many reasons, mostly dogs, but
Yeah, my
I don't
dogs
know.
have gotten into this habit of like barking at like around 12 o'clock, and I don't know why.
My one dog likes to be taken out either at like 10, 11, 12, 1,
That's when you
2.
just tell her like, "Hey, yo, just piss at the house. Don't worry about it. We're fine.
Just
I'm a,
shit, just
I
shit
don't
on the
care.
bed. I don't care.
I don't care. I don't want to get up." But yeah, man, just another day of work for me. But we are here to talk about this movie, and I'm really excited because I was like, I watched this earlier in the year, and I said, you know what, man, I got to get Brad to watch this. It's the one. It's the one on the right, officer.
My right or
Stream
you're right?
on Streamyard. It's what's it called? It's Flip. So I don't
I
know.
think I think Luis forgets
Yeah. All right, man.
I just want to talk, officer.
What's up? What's up, officer? I'm good.
Please
um,
don't shoot my friend.
yeah. So of course, let's go ahead and get into this, y'all.
I'm gonna put a joke in in private chat, and
Yeah.
I'll let you be the judge if we can say it or not.
Man's like, I'm the wrong race for you to be putting that one on me, bro. Go. Officer's gonna like me. It's Latino Heritage Month, officer. All right, man. So I had watched this film really early in the year, and I knew I had to get Brad to watch this. I didn't know how I was going to get Brad to watch it because usually Brad and I really don't have time to watch movies unless if they're not for the podcast, unless
Mhm.
like I'm gone for a week because I'm doing production. Brad gets to watch whatever the fuck he
I
wants.
catch up on everything,
Yeah. So I said
and
I'm
then
gonna
watch
have to
whatever I
wait.
want.
I said I'm gonna have to wait for September when it comes along. So let's get this going. This movie came out in 2011. So if you have not watched this movie and you care about spoilers, then you go ahead and stop listening here. If you don't care about spoilers or you've already seen this movie, you already know what happens. This is your one and only spoiler warning. It is in and it is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've got a good amount to read here, man. So let me go ahead and
Way more than Taste of Cherry.
yeah, it's like 2 paragraphs. It shouldn't be too much. Um, I'm already gonna butcher these names, so I'm really sorry. Um, I warned you. A separation. Um, Persian, I do not know how to read that. Romanized, and I'm not gonna try to pronounce that, meaning the separation of Nader and Simin. Also titled Nader and Simin, A Separation, is a 2011 Iranian drama film written and directed by Asghar Farhadi, starring Leila Hatami, Payman Moadi, Shahab Hosseini, Sarek Bayat, and Sarina Farhadi. It focuses on an Iranian middle class couple who separate, the disappointment and desperation suffered by their daughter due to the egotistical disputes and separation of her parents, and the conflicts that arise when the husband hires a lower class caregiver for his elderly father who suffers from Alzheimer's disease. A Separation won the Oscar for Best Foreign Language Film in 2012, becoming the first Iranian film to win the award. 2012, it took the Academy to finally realize that Iran makes some damn good movies. Just go ahead and let that sink in, bro. Let that sink in. It received the Golden Bear for Best Film and the Silver Bears for Best Actor and Best Actress and Best Actress and Best Actor at the 61st Berlin International Film Festival, becoming the first Iranian film to win the Golden Bear. It also won the Golden Globe for Best Foreign Language Film and the Asia Pacific Screen Award for Best Feature Film. The film was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay, making it the first non-English film in 5 years to achieve this. All right, so of course, written, produced, and directed by Asghar Farhadi. The cinematography by Mahmoud Kalari. Edited by Hayede Safiari. The music is done by Satar Oraki, and it sits at 2 hours and 3 minutes. And with a budget, oh wow, Brad, with a budget of $800,000, it made $24.4 million at the box office.
Uber success.
That is that's a
That
success.
is Kevin Smith fucking numbers.
And looking at the movie, I can tell that it was made for that much because I'm pretty sure they reused a lot of sets.
I'm gonna say they just went to the same
streets.
areas the whole fucking time, like
Yeah,
all three.
they're like, fuck it, we taking the camera out into the streets of Iran. I don't gotta pay
Yeah,
for shit.
ride around in cars. I mean, Kiarostami did that in his. Man was
oh,
known for riding around in cars with cameras.
oh, I can't hear this one. It's the mental health one. So I want to see it so bad, so I'm gonna just wait. Yeah, 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 yeah. You go ahead and wait, bro, because this one's a really good one, man. Like this is like this is a good one. So I'll go ahead and go first, so that way I can leave the floor to you because this is your first time watching it. This is my second time watching it. Um, yeah, I love this film. I love this film not because of like one single thing, because I think that this movie is discussing a whole lot of things. It's kind of discussing classism. It's discussing the government, especially, and the way that it handles the justice system in Iran. But it's also very much discussing about the stigmas of mental health and healthcare in general in Iran. And then at the core of it, in the core of it, it's a movie about family values and about love and what happens when a couple decides that they want to separate, and how it's going to affect the uh, the life of a very very young child. This movie isn't like this movie isn't like your biggest like extravagant piece of avant-garde art that is like being shot in like the most obscure way. It's very simple. It's very simply shot, and it helps a lot that it's simply shot. And it's also like I'm willing to bet that a lot of this is natural light that's used in this movie. There's not a lot of pieces where I was like, I think that we have a light right there. Like I didn't really catch any of that. But I think that even though this is like a very simple piece on like paper, it makes one of the most complex films I've ever seen. And I think that it's just expertly like performed, and just Farhadi directs the shit out of this man. Like he does such a great job in this movie. But of course, I can't. I want to hear Brad's thoughts because I specifically I chose this film this month because I really really wanted Brad to watch this. Now, whether he loved it as much as I did is not my thing. I'm just here to introduce the movies to him. But this one was one that I was like, as soon as I finished watching, I said, I have to get Brad to watch this. So, Brad, what are your thoughts on the separation?
Um, I will say that many movies have made me cry. This one made me openly weep. The grandfather looks a lot like my grandfather did.
Yeah.
So,
So I can
yeah,
imagine how hurt you were when they came back to see his hand tied to that bed, bro.
yeah, and then when he was being like washed, that just openly,
Yeah.
for reasons, just open tears. This movie, I think also, at least what I noticed is this whole movie is basically what happens when lies are perpetuated. The lie
Yeah.
from the very beginning, where the man tells his wife that he doesn't care if she leaves when he obviously does. That is what goes and creates even more lies, and it
Mhm.
like builds upon itself until you get to the very ending, where it's basically like she doesn't know if she's lost her child from being hit by a car or from being pushed down the stairs. And
Mhm.
then at the very, very end, the man loses his daughter because of all his lies. Because she chose to go live with the mother. That's
Yeah.
what it was leading to, in my eyes.
In on my first watch, I thought that she chose I thought that she chose the mom. I mean I thought she chose the dad. On my second watch, I really realized that I think she chose the mom
And that's
because
that's why I think she didn't want either of them in there.
specifically I'm looking at the scene before that one when what's it called? She's like she had her stuff in the car. She was gonna stay. Why didn't you ask her to just stay? And it's like that's where the dad finally realized like I really done fucked that one up. Like
Well, and
I
and he continues to, because he doesn't. This man doesn't take responsibility well. He doesn't take responsibility. He doesn't go down there and ask his wife to come in. He's like, well, if you want to and you think I'm wrong, then bring your mom back or
yeah.
some shit. I'll pay the money. He has the this man continues to lie to himself that he doesn't want his wife there when that's the only thing he wants.
Yeah,
And the story is just fantastic.
yeah,
Just leads one to another, and it's yeah. You can kind of some of these you can kind of see where it's going, but really, I mean, it's truly just a great tale of a family struggling, and then that gets involved with another family who's even more struggling,
yeah,
and they go at odds against each other, and because of lies, they kind of both lose everything.
yeah. It so I mean, first, if I'm gonna talk about our main protagonist, like, just I think the dad, like, he does so much wrong, but like the one thing that he does, like, and I feel like it's the one thing that he can do right is taking care of the dad, because the dad's sick beyond repair. The dad is
Alzheimer's.
not. The dad's not gonna remember that if he fucks up. So he's the only person that he can really like be, like, hey, like, I can really show you all my faults and you're not going to judge me, even
Yeah,
though inside I'm judging myself every single day, because what I want is my family to be whole again. And it's like, completely, it's not completely my fault, but like, it's a lot of it is to blame on me because I'm not taking responsibility. And it just, to me, like, he has a lot of things that he's justified in being angry. He's very much justified in being angry that that the lady just left the dad there. Like,
yeah,
it's not
yeah.
right.
Tied up.
Yeah, that shouldn't have happened. She shouldn't have been allowing that girl to just be going into the room and playing with that oxygen
The
machine.
oxygen. No, I mean, there's a lot wrong on both sides. I You don't understand the reason she tied him up. I mean, there's not a very good reason for that, but it sounds like she had to go because she just got hit by a car. That's what it sounded like, and she had to go somewhere that wasn't
Yeah.
there because to me, she was probably suffering both pain
Hmm.
emotionally and physically. So
So, like, yeah,
that's the only thing I can think of.
I think that when she went to go get the dad, when he went out, when he escaped the house, while she was going, she got hit by the car. She obviously got up and took the dad back, tied him up, went to the doctor, and what's it called, spent a little bit too much time at the doctor before he could, because she didn't know that he was going to get there early.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think that's the chain of events. Which, to be fair, yes, she has the right to leave. I mean, it's an emergency, but she should have left the door locked, like he said. Like, he even says, like, we get out of the house, we leave the door locked. We
Yeah.
don't leave it unlocked for him. And even then, like, tying him up
Well,
is
well,
such a,
yeah.
like,
I mean, at least leave him in bed, lock the door, put the key up
yeah,
where it was outside. Do at least that. I mean, it's not the best circumstances, but it's better than him being tied up and then falling and
mhm,
getting stuck
yeah,
in between the bed and I think a table.
yeah. There's just like so much other stuff that are being presented here that, like, it's wild how, like, it's done so simply. Like, the woman having to call, what I'm gonna guess is like the um the office at the government to ask, like, specifically, am I allowed to do this, when he's like, when he finds out that
Oh,
the dad
the
has
cultural
pissed
issues
himself.
that lead into this because she's technically not supposed to be
She's not even
in
supposed to
a
be
house
there.
with an unmarried man because he just got divorced. He's an unmarried man, even though the ex-wife said he's fine. But she has her doubts on that, and then even changing the older gentleman
Hmm.
because she's not supposed to be doing that either because it's not her husband.
Yeah. But I love that part where, like, she comes back out after doing it, and you see the daughter goes like, "I won't tell dad," and the look in her face is like, "Your dad is the least of my worries."
Yeah,
Like, what this means for, like, culturally to my people, but specifically, like, what this means in my religion and what it means to my God, that I just did this.
yeah.
Um, and so there's stuff like that, but and also when you look at, like, the classist parts, like, where where this family, like, even though this family kind of has it all, this family still struggles a lot, because, like, you know the dad can't get proper treatment. There's no sort of, like, there's no sort of, even if there is, I don't think that that our father in this movie would have let his father go to a nursing home. Um,
I don't believe so either. And it's just, this is just a heart wrenching way of showing what Alzheimer's does to someone.
yeah.
Because you think about it more and more, you know this dad probably worked his ass off for his family, was
Hmm.
the strongest person this guy knew, and he's just slowly deteriorating.
Yeah. And you like just god damn his who's the performer because like I need to get the name here
Ali Asghar.
yeah Ali Asghar Shahbarsi, yeah, Ali Asghar, just those faces, bro. Like he doesn't even need to speak a word, but you can tell those faces. He's like he's confused. He does not know what the hell's going on, and like
Hmm.
he does it amazing job at like really portraying what it means to have like Alzheimer's. And the only thing that comes to my mind is like Anthony Hopkins and The Father. I don't think you've seen that one yet, Brad, but like
No.
Anthony Hopkins does like an incredible job of portraying Alzheimer's as well. But like this guy, just like when he came to just how he was looking at you and looking at everybody else, he was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, and he would even bring up like, oh, your sister got married, and it's like, yeah, yeah, like
Yeah,
that
we know.
happened years ago, yeah. But and, in the other family, like it just paint like, bro. There's one scene that just like it gets me so bad, bro. Like, cause cause everything seems to be falling into place. We think that it's gonna be resolved, and then they have that conversation with her about like like I don't think that it was the push, and they're at the house,
Or she
and he
couldn't be so sure she
yeah,
could vow on the Quran.
yeah, and he asks him, I want you, if you think that it's me, I have the checks written, I'll give them to you. You vow on the Quran, and she can't, and he goes with the husband, and the husband starts beating himself up, and I'm like, oh, fuck,
Well, and
man.
you saw at the judge, and that judge was that. I thought that was pretty cool. Just the whole room. It's really weird. Like you have a judge there, and then you have like people waiting like right behind you while you're getting judged.
Yeah,
I'm like,
like
I'm like, this is a little much. This is a little personal, but okay. Um,
yeah,
but I really like that part where they're going to take him away for 3 days and put him in jail after she got him out, because I didn't know this, but apparently if you owe money to enough people, they can throw you in jail, which in America you just owe people money, and
yeah.
you just owe people money.
He just owe people money.
They try to call you and you're like, nah,
Nah, I ain't
not
picking
today.
up. But
But then she like holds up the pills, and probably the one moment that I really felt like this guy might be redeemable is the father in this, is he told the judge, is like,
don't do anything.
maybe he doesn't need to like
Yeah,
go, like I get it, like
yeah,
maybe that might have been the only redeemable point, I think, for this
yeah,
man who I understand is going through a lot of shit, but his lies just perpetuated more and more and more,
yeah,
which in turn is what happens with the other family too.
yeah, yeah. Because the other family was ready just to be like, yeah, yeah, it was him, and like, and like, part of me gets it. Part of me gets it. Like the part of me that is like sympathetic to the fact that this family is very poor. They don't have the money that this other
Yeah.
family has. So like, you know, just to perpetuate this lie so that way they could just get enough money to live off right now. I Part of me gets it. The empathetic part of me
Well,
gets it.
and then I get the other dude too, who's looking at 1 to 3 years. I can totally see why he turned into Takashi 69 there and was like, "Yo,
Fuck yeah, well, yeah.
wasn't me."
I get it because like he doesn't he's not really thinking about his daughter per se.
He's not even about his dad, really.
Yeah, he's like, I can't go. Like, what the hell's gonna happen with my family? What's gonna happen with my dad? Like, I'm the one who like does everything for everybody. Like, I can't specifically leave for 1 to 3. Like, all of this really comes down to the fact that it's lie after lie, and both sides are just trying to find a way to wiggle themselves out of here. When it's like,
Hmm.
I don't think that it's just that clear cut. of a situation.
Honestly, if everyone would have just brought up how they really were in the beginning, like, and I can see, but then you have the cultural aspect, the religious aspect that kind of throws like these curveballs, and this movie just it dances around them very well.
Yeah, yeah,
Because it could have been very easy for her to totally stop all this and be like, I might have lost the baby when I was hit by the car. It would have been that simple. But you think about it, then she knows how her husband's going to react. He is
hmm
not quite in the right state of mind. And to hear that, well, you saw at the end, basically destroyed him. And then I don't
hmm
know if he headbutted or he punched the car window. There was a hole in the car window.
I think he punched it. Yeah, he really punched it because that he left a big asshole in that window. Um, but he also like, and you look at the father, it would have been easy for him to just say like, "Yeah, I pushed her. I shoved," because he shoved her hard.
But at the same time, when you're looking at 1 to 3,
Yeah,
I can see,
yeah,
especially if you're not allowed to go back home and like get shit ready.
yeah. But like, and it all comes down to like just how fucking flawed the justice system is. Because like that judge was easily listening to him more, to the dad.
Yeah, and the one dude, he totally had it right because the one guy wasn't getting angry and everything. He was getting hurt more,
Yeah,
which that tends to be how it is. And at the same time, that dude had all the reason to be angry.
yeah, yeah. And it's just like there's so much going on about just how like the justice system with them does like it's just as flawed, but like it's just how stigmatized mental illness is here, and like it's just it's there's a lot being
There's a
juggled
lot
around
going
here,
on in
but it
this
just
movie.
works really well in the way that just Farhadi kind of keeps it like flowing really well because like never throughout this movie did I ever lose attention, even on a second time.
Well,
I'm like,
and the ones really hurt in this film are the children.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you can tell from every single time that we kept cutting to the kids just looking at each other and giving them that look like this shouldn't have gotten this far. Like
Yeah.
we shouldn't have gotten this far.
Also, I
Um
did have a question.
mhm.
So he accused her of stealing money. His wife in the beginning went there and took the money, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The wife took the money. And because towards like around the middle when he was like, she didn't even steal, and he goes, I know. And it's like it was just
It's
his
just an
his
excuse.
anger his anger getting the best of him and wanting just to do something so that we can get wiggle out of there and be like, but she neglected my father, and she
Yeah,
did
just
all these
add on
things.
top of everything.
Yeah. But and then of course like it to me like wow like to me when the fact that they get the tutor involved in this.
And that poor lady.
Poor lady, bro. Like,
She thought she was going in there and telling the truth. Like, no, this guy didn't hear me. And then the dude calls her up and was like, "Hey, about that
OBGYN.
yeah, about that one you mentioned in the kitchen that day." It's like, dude,
You fucked it up for yourself, bro.
dude.
Because in that scene when he's like on the road and he sees that she's there and she's like trying, he's like, please, please, I can understand. I'm like, oh
Nope.
shit, no, you know where she's going, bro.
Nope.
She's
Not
like,
doing
yeah, I'm
him.
gonna go retract my statement and give him the real one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, but I love this movie a lot, man. I think it's just an incredible story. Its pacing is just perfect to me. That it's just never once I lose attention. It doesn't need to be like what's it called obscurely shot. It's very simple in the way that we have our shots here, and I just love that end scene that leads into the credits. You're just outside waiting to hear, but you're never gonna find out because why? Because what's it called? Because she's not gonna come out.
I mean,
But
it
you get
doesn't
the
matter.
idea.
It really
Yeah,
doesn't matter at the
doesn't
end there.
matter.
You can make your theories on which and why. I go with she chose the mom
She's a mom. Yeah.
basically because she would have chose her. The only reason she didn't choose to go with mom is she thought she could get them to stay, like the dad said, like she could get them to stay.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give Asghar Farhadi's separation a 10 out of 10, y'all. I love this movie. On second time around, actually, I had this like at a 9.5 before, and it went up straight to the 10 that it deserves because it's just fucking amazing, man. This is to me, it's just surprising how long like having like all those films from Kiarostami and how long it really took the Academy to realize that like Iran is fucking fantastic.
I just
But
love how
you know
all
what?
these Iranian movies like have scenes in cars, just
Yeah, they
driving in
love
cars.
cars. They love their cars, bro. They love their cars. But Brad, what are you gonna go ahead and give a separation?
I'm going to go ahead and give a separation. No, I'm just kidding. A 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I was like, bro, you didn't bring up one thing that was wrong with this movie. Oh man.
No,
Um.
this movie's great. This movie's perfect.
Yeah, it's
And
fucking great.
yeah. So yeah, thanks, Raul, for making me weep.
It makes me weep too, bro. My grandma being somebody who, what's it called, suffered from Alzheimer's too, and it ain't easy, bro. It ain't easy. But like just that scene where he's like just that's like you said it, just that scene where he's washing him, and then the dad is just there with his dad, and he
Breaking
just like
down,
started
crying.
breaking down. I'm like, fuck, man. I'm like, yeah, dude, we've had these moments before, and yeah, or just like that moment where she tells him that he peed himself, right, and
Hmm.
he's just like absolutely shocked. And he's like, he used to tell us when he would pee, and it's just him realizing how
How it's
quickly it's
continuing.
advancing. Yeah, yeah, how quickly it's advancing. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for listening to this episode, and thank you all so much for being here with us while we were talking about this. We will be back on Thursday to talk about Nia DaCosta's Candyman. Don't say it 5 times, y'all. Don't say it 5 times. Yep. Uh, excuse me. Of course, we want to thank our Patreon supporters for, making this all happen. I don't want to burp into the microphone. Take your shot, right? Thank you to our Patreon supporters making all this happen and making these shows on the network happen. Of course, we want to thank our producers and our writers. Our associate producer, Sarah. Thank you so much, Sarah, for being a patron for all this time and really helping us here, helping us grow here. We want to thank our executive producer as well, Mr. Shane. Where can they find him, Brad?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/XSRK or on Twitter at XSRK underscore. Also go to thriftedil.com and hopefully he'll update the site soon so you can buy stuff from him.
Yeah. You open up that store too, man. Y'all go and check it
Mm-hmm.
out if you're in the Illinois area. Go and check it out, man. Um, Also, we want to thank our writer, Real Nerdy Dad. I'm sorry. Damn, I did it wrong. Tony.
Hey, Tony!
You can find him at Real Nerdy Dad on Twitter. Yeah. Thank you, Tony, for being here as long as you are. I know you're racking up picks, bro, and I'm not excited to find out what it is exactly you want to do. But yeah, we will be back on Thursday, of course. But next week, our final review of the week, of the month, is the Sword of Doom. Sword of Doom. I've never seen this movie. All I know is that I thought that one was the cover art for Seven Samurai, and I had that one for
Nope.
the criteria,
Nope.
not the criterion, the what's called cinema condition edit.
Wrong.
I was very wrong to find out, but I'm excited, man. This is one that I've never seen before. And also next week we will go ahead and let you all know about our picks for horror month as we move into the next month here on the Nerdcore. Damn it, Jerry, because you got here really late.
Damn it, Jerry.
Damn it. But of course, as always, it's been a wonderful time, y'all. Please watch this movie, man. If y'all have not watched it, he has another movie available on Prime that I need to watch, The Salesman, because I heard really good things from Gio about that movie. So without further ado, Brad, send him out.
All right, Earl. Thank you for being host as always. Thank you to all those who joined us in chat today, all our listeners, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And I guess to end this episode, I'll just say, go watch this movie. Damn it. Young Yoda out.